Hi, my name is Peter Herku, and maybe you don't know me. I'm specialized in process improvement and business improvement, and today I would like to talk about um, what you need to improve the efficiency of your company, or the efficiency of yourself, or the efficiency of your team you are responsible for. There are basically three main things you need. You need a method, because if you don't have a method, you will just have to try and make error and modify it and try again. So it's too cost you too much time and too much effort to really make improvement. So you need a method. The second thing is that you have to organize for it. So in your team you will need people with different roles and responsibilities to work on continuous improvement. Because one might be a project leader that needs some deeper knowledge of the improvement method. Others should have some general knowledge and be able to contribute to an improvement project. So you will need some organizational change, otherwise it will not happen. Thirdly, what you need is you have to make a routine out of it. So normally you just go to your work and you complete your tasks and you go home. It's not enough if you want to become an efficient and well-organized, productive company. So you will need some other routines, and routine like have a weekly and maybe daily activities about process improvement. So, and you will also need to modify your current meeting schedules to combine and integrate meetings on continuous improvement projects. Why? Because it will just not happen by itself. So you have to make really a habit out of it. Today I would like to talk more about the first thing, about the method, and to do that I will give you some more background. I studied chemical engineering in Hungary and later in the Netherlands. And hello. And at that point already I was interested in processes, how to make processes efficient, and how to find the most important factors that can influence the outcome of any processes. Later I spent 13 years in finance, and there again I was trying to make my work and my team's work more efficient, and wanted to help manufacturing colleagues in the manufacturing to improve their manufacturing processes. But the problem was I didn't speak their language. I didn't communicate the same level with them. I didn't really know which problems they had. So when I was trying to figure out new processes, improvements, I did it behind my desk because I thought I was supposed to do it. At the end we had discussions. They didn't accept my ideas, or not fully. So I was not very successful with that until the moment that I was working in a manufacturing company as a finance manager, and there was a new colleague, new production manager, and he knew something about Lean and Six Sigma, and I didn't know what it was. So he arranged a meeting with a guy, with a consultant, and this consultant told us that the method Lean Six Sigma is really looking for to find the most important factors that will have a biggest influence on the outcome of the production process or any process, is matter of fact. It could be HR process, could be a customer service process or finance process, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So I said, wow, that's what I was looking for all the time. So I decided to join a black belt team of this manufacturing company, and I was one of the 5 in Europe that run all kind of projects in Europe, like reducing scrap rate in production, improving reducing claims and customer irritations in Austria, improving packaging and logistical process in Germany. So these were my projects, but I had really not an easy time to start with. Why? Because I had an excellent education in Germany, but about Lean Six Sigma, but what you normally get in such a training is a lot of theory, a lot of statistics. And after the 5 weeks of full-time training, I went to start my first project in manufacturing, and I really didn't know how to start. Which tools do I need, and which steps should I take? And even then, when I had a meeting with production people, those guys really had no idea what I was talking about statistics and design of experiment and P chart, R chart, C chart, whatever charts, regression analysis, or those words, those tools didn't mean them anything. So I thought, okay, it's a good education I get about Lean Six Sigma, but it's only for a few selected people like myself that have some good educational background. I had a university degree, a master degree in chemistry, and after that I had finished my Master of Business Administration. So I had a good educational background, but Lean Six Sigma is supposed to help a company in its whole, not only a few people in a company, but everybody should be able to work with it. So I thought, okay, I need something else, or at least I have to modify Lean Six Sigma. And I talked with this production manager who was the initiator of this application of this method. And he was really a practical guy. He had no black belts certificates, at least not an official one, but he had a lot of experience applying the method. So we sat together and we really came up with a good simplified version of Lean Six Sigma itself. Basically, we applied the 80-20 rule, which is one of the most important principles that we use in Lean Six Sigma as well. Really looking at the 20% most important, most effective tools that will help any company and any processes to be improved in 80% of the situations. So I call it simplified Lean Six Sigma. Sometimes I call it 80-20 LSS. LSS stands for Lean Six Sigma. 80-20, just to remind myself and you about that it's only the most important, most essential tools that you really need to run a project. And that made me able to work with those operators in a manufacturing project, and we used only the most effective part of Lean Six Sigma, and we were able to reduce the scrap rate by 42%, saving about 100,000 euro annually on material costs and labor costs. Later on I could apply the same method in the healthcare industry. I had no experience in healthcare industry at all, but I could work on issues like productivity improvement of district nurses, or reducing administrative time by other elderly care team. And I was just using the same method like I did it with the manufacturing guys, and so it was effective, and I could work together with them. So we were actually speaking the same language. I understand them, they understood me, and that's the method I would like to introduce you as well. I will do it in a webinar, a live webinar actually, but I want to make sure that you really get all your questions answered about how to become an efficient company, how to apply Lean Six Sigma to your industry, to your specific situation, whether it's manufacturing or healthcare or services or maintenance or finance, whatever industry you are in. I would like you to go to herku.com, herku.com /Q, so the letter Q about question, and there you could enter one question, your most important question about this subject, and I would like to collect as many questions as possible to make sure that when I run this webinar I answer all your questions. So please go to herku.com /Q and enter your most important question. Thank you very much. Bye bye.